Let's do the section 1 first. So in section 1, we have to find the roots of the given equations. Let me do the first one. The equation that we have is 4x squared minus 25 equals 0. So first I'm going to add 25 on both sides. So I get 4x squared equals 25. Now I divide both sides by 4. So when I do that, this will get cancelled. So I have x squared equal to 25 by 4. Now I take the square root on both sides. So this implies x equal to, when you take the square root of a positive number, we get plus or minus square root of 25. I can write down this square root of 25 over square root of 4. We know the square root of 25 is 5 and square root of 4 is 2. So therefore the root of this equation is x equal to plus or minus 5 by 2. Let's do the second question. Let me copy the question. We have x squared plus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. We can solve this by factor method. So I'm going to factorize this into product of two terms. So this could be factored as x plus 6 times of x minus 2. Uh, let's verify that, because when you multiply these two, 6 times of minus 2 is minus 12 we have here, and when we add these two parts, we get 6 minus 2 is positive 4, so we have it here. So this is perfect. Now since it is a product of two terms and which results in 0, either x plus 6 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. So when we solve for x, we get x equal to negative 6 when we add negative 6 to the both sides. And here if we add 2 to the both sides, we get x equal to 2. So these are the roots of the given equation, that is x equal to negative 6 and x equal to 2. We will now do the section 2 and question number 3. Here we have to form the equation given the roots of the equation. For this, we are going to use this particular definition of a quadratic equation, which says that x squared minus sum of the roots times of x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So this basically gives the form of a quadratic equation. So I'm going to use these two roots. First, I'm finding the sum of roots. So sum of roots, this is equal to negative 3 plus negative 5. And this is equal to negative 8. Now I find the product of roots, and this is equal to negative 3 times of negative 5. This is equal to positive 15, because if you multiply two negative number, you get a positive number. So now we know these two results which are required to form the equation. We can substitute into this equation. So I'm going to plug in x squared. For sum of the roots, I'm going to plug in negative 8. So I can put inside the bracket negative 8 times of x plus product of the roots is 15 equal to 0. And when we simplify this, we get x squared. We have two negative here. We have minus 8 and minus 8, which is basically a multiplication. So if you multiply two negatives, we get positive. So therefore, this is going to be x squared plus 8x plus 15 equal to 0. So this is the equation with the roots negative 3 and negative 5. Now we do the question number 4. So first we have to find sum of roots. So I take the roots 5 by 6, add it with negative 1 by 2. So I can simplify this as 5 by 6 plus this is equal to minus 2 by 6. I'm sorry, it is minus 3 by 6, because I multiply by the common denominator. I multiply this by 3 as well as divide by 3. So when I do that, I get negative 3 by 6. Now I can combine these two fractions, that is 5 minus 3 by 6, which is equal to 2 by 6. So this is basically 1 by 6. And let me find the product of roots. So product of roots equals 5 by 6 times of negative 1 by 2. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator. 5 times of minus 1 is negative 5 and 6 times of 2 is 12. So it is minus pi by 12. Now let's form the equation using this definition. So I'm going to substitute into this equation. So x squared minus of sum of the roots is 1 by, this is basically 1 by 3, because if you reduce this 2 by 6, you will get 1 by 3. So it's basically 1 by 3. So I'm taking that and substituting for sum of roots times of x plus product of roots is minus pi by 12. So I can write this as negative 5 by 12. And this is equal to 0. Now to remove the denominator or the fraction, I multiply all the terms by 12, which means I will get 12x squared minus 1/3 times of 12. This is equal to 4. So it is 4x minus 5 by 12 times of 12. This is equal to 5. So it is negative 5 equal to 0. So this is the equation for the given roots. 12x squared minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. In the third section, we have to find the roots by completing the square. We have this equation x squared minus 6x minus 12 equal to 0. So in completing the square method, we take the half of the number in front of the x, add its square and subtract its square. So half of 6 equal to 3. So basically I have to add 3 squared as well as I have to subtract the 3 squared from this equation. So when I do that, I can write down like this, that is x squared minus 6x plus 3 squared, and then I put minus 3 squared, so that the equation will not make any changes, and then minus 12 equal to 0. Now we can combine these three terms, which is trinomial. This trinomial is basically the expansion of the binomial square, that is x minus 3 quantity square, and next term is minus of 3 square is minus 9 minus 12 equal to 0. So this is equal to x minus 3 quantity square minus minus 9 minus 12 is minus 21 equal to 0. Now we add 21 to both sides. So we get x minus 3 quantity square equal to 21. Now we take the square root on both sides so that we can solve for x. So we take square root, and when we do that, this side on the left side we will have only the x minus 3, because this square term and the square root term, these two will get cancelled, and finally we'll be having only the term inside the square root, and this is equal to square root of 21 is, I can write down this as plus or minus square root of 21. Now we add a 3 to both sides, which results in x equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 21. So basically there are two roots, that is x equal to 3 plus square root of 21 comma 3 minus square root of 21. So these are the two roots of the given equation.